Hi guys, TinaGale here, and I am back finally with layout 4 from the 4 for 4 series on Janet's RTS scrapbooking channel. This is my last layout. I don't know if I will do the cards or not. I need to. But I'm just glad to have the 4th layout done finally. I have a picture here. It's a heritage photo of my mother when she was little. And this is not the original. I did snap a photo and printed it. I'm starting with the 3 papers that Janet had for the 4th layout. I will have the links to her channel down below. I'll also give you the links for my other layouts that I've done with the 4 for 4 series, as well as the kit if you're interested in the products that I'm using. The only thing that I added here was the pink flowery paper, the small one, the 4x5, something like that, was not big enough to go all the way around my photo, and also I didn't think the photo was really standing out against it. So I had a piece of gray paper and I just went ahead and matted my photo on it. So that's really the only extra paper that I'm using on this layout. And then I'm just going to use the other paper that came with the 4 for 4 series cuts just up to the top left. And that gives me just a little bit of matte because I'm going to tuck in some embellishments to the side, and I'm going to have this border down at the bottom. So this border, I guess you could say, is an add-on too, because it could be a strip of paper or whatever. But I had all of these border strips that I've had in my stash probably since I started scrapbooking, and I have not used any of them. I wanted something down here, and it's got this real scripty old font, so I thought that it went well, and it's kind of like a flower. And I have to poke in here and say, if you hear a lawnmower, I apologize, but now that I work full-time, I have limited time to scrapbook and to do voiceovers and to video, and when I'm home, my husband's home, so it's impossible to get it quiet here. So I've just decided to give up, and I'm just going to do the best I can. So I had pulled out a few embellishments that would go with the colors here. I'm using the pink, the turquoise, and the yellow. And I wanted to keep it really light, soft, and airy. Also wanted it to have a childlike feel to it, as well as old and vintage. So I really went for the pale pinks. So the rose at the bottom is a chipboard piece from a Maggie Holmes chipboard sticker sheet. And then the butterflies and the flowers and all of that came from a Simple Stories collection. And you're going to see here I have this old basic gray paper. I think it was the Lemonade collection. And I thought this was going to be perfect. It's distressed. And this photo is one that was a black and white. My aunt is a photographer, and she used to color chalk photos. I have no idea how it's done. But this is one of the photos that she did. And so I thought, and it looks kind of distressed and all that, so I thought this paper punched out would be perfect. In the end, I don't like it, and I don't use it. I don't think I used any of them because it just, for one, it wasn't big enough over on the right. The top, I mean, it's cute, but it was bringing a kind of a block design up there, and I wanted to keep it really, really light and airy. So in the end, I don't use it up there. I just use the butterfly, and what I'm going to use is my title, The Moments Captured. But I thought I needed something over here on the right to kind of build up my cluster. But in the end, I decide that I don't. I like the airiness behind it and the cluster that's up at the top left. So sometimes it's okay not to have like this big base, a big tag or a label or something like that. Sometimes it's good just to have that space underneath if that's the feel that you're going for on your layout. So you can see I finally ditched that one over there. And I had this sticker from the Maggie Holmes sticker sheet, and it has this yellow kind of lacy border around it. So I wanted to try using it as a cluster base as well. And down here is the only place that I felt like I really liked having the bigger base and all of that. So I did use it down here. I also had a little, it's almost like a chipboard, but it's a thin chipboard doily that's from a Pink Paisley collection from way back. It was a spring collection. And I just tuck it down at the bottom as well. So down here, I want it a little bit heavier. But on the right and the top left, I want it light and airy, so the photo is really what your eye is drawn into and you study that photo. I had a little label sticker from that Simple Story sheet that says yesterday, and I tucked it off to the left of the photo just to kind of pull more of that pink. She has like a pink little collar on her dress, and her cheeks have been all rosed up with pink. So I really wanted to pull more of that soft pink in. I had a Maggie Holmes bow. It's a creamy yellow. It's just a butter yellow. It's gorgeous. So I'm going to add it down to the bottom, and then I had another butterfly that was yellow with a little bit of the turquoise. So now I've got kind of all those colors around. I had these turquoise photo corners that was on the sticker sheet from this Echo Park collection that I'm using. And then I also had some pink ones that were Heidi swaps, and I was trying to decide whether I kind of wanted to use those. But again, it kind of went back to that light and airy. I felt like it was just putting more weight to the layout, and it was just more than I wanted. I just wanted to keep this one really simple. And that's kind of hard for me to do because I like my embellishments and I like building up clusters and finding what all I can get to kind of go together and just layer it up. So this was a challenge in a little way because it's so much different than what I normally do. But in the end, I love it. I think this is such a pretty, pretty layout. So I'm going to add on the little round sticker down here on this cluster, I'm going to put a date or a year. Hopefully my mom can tell me what year it was taken in or something. But I'm going to put a little bit of journaling, something there, hopefully the date. And then down on the turquoise and yellow below the photo, that's where my journaling is going to go. So all of the layouts that I've done so far for this 444 series has been heritage photos, and I just was waiting till I scrapped this one, and then I'm going to go and talk to my mom and see what stories she can tell me to add into these layouts. So I haven't done any of the journaling yet. That will be coming once I speak to her. So you can see here, I'm going to ditch that little circle doily punch. I'm going to move my title in because now that I don't have that, it looks better over here. And when I do that, this layout is complete. I just think it's gorgeous. So here is the last little touch that I did. I have some little pink brads that are buttons, and I wanted to put those on. My mother sews. She loves to read. That's why I use the books on the sticker on the right, and she crochets and all of that. So I just added little touches all around the layout to just represent things about her. Here is the finished layout. Hope you enjoyed it. Again, here are some links you can click on to see my kit that I made, the products that I used, as well as the other layouts that I've done in this series. Make sure you check them out if you haven't already, and I would love to have you subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and click that notification bell if you want to be notified when new videos are up. So I hope you enjoy the other videos, and we will see you really soon. Have a great day. Bye.